What it do, man? This is your boy, man, North End Floyd, man, back with a surprise episode, man. Just spontaneous. It's a Saturday, so I named it Saturday Night Live, and who better yet to go live with and do a episode with than my boy, my fam, Kornbread, man. Kornbread, what's good with you, my G?
Chilling, man. Happy to be on Saturday Night Live, man.
Saturday Night Live, man.
Live from everywhere. It's Saturday night.
Man, it's Saturday night, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sipping a little bit, man, chilling off today, So I was like, man, might as well just chop it up about some things. And we had a good conversation before the show started just now. We go tap into that a little bit after or in between, you know what I'm saying? And uh dive into that. But this show right here is gonna be a little bit different, man, because it's not particularly about anything, you know what I'm saying? Some random topics. I freestyle some topics. Actually, I just use some topics from my podcast page. That's the Kickback podcast page. Uh
Right.
that's the Kickback podcast page. You can check it out. Y'all can look at the topics and I'm finna kick him out. I knew soon as I started going live, he was finna start barking and stuff like that. But it's just some topics that I threw together and stuff like that. But if y'all got any particular topics that y'all want to chop it up, or if y'all want to go, or y'all want to call in, uh, and talk about, y'all could do that. Y'all could just call the number down below 409-233-0017. Hold on. I'm finna kick my dog out. Hold on. Yo, you gotta get out of here. Get out. Come on. Where you at? Get out. Don't come back. Get the hell out. Get the step. Don't come back. God damn it. Yeah, man, I had to kick him out, man. He tripping, wilding out. So shit, he gone. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Peter. But yeah, man, if y'all want to call in 492330017, and if y'all got something y'all want to discuss, if y'all got somebody that's been tripping, hating, whatever the case may be, you could call in, y'all could chop it up with me and my boy Cornbread, you know what I'm saying? So Cornbread, what's good? Tell the people what you got going on, what the business is.
Uh, I've been chilling. I've been working on new episodes of that podcast called Unpopular
Mm.
Honesty.
Mm-hmm.
And I also been working on another musical project, which is called Ladies Room, the album, which will be out very shortly. And
Yeah,
lots of music videos and, lots of other things pertaining to that project. You know.
no doubt, man. And y'all can catch Cornbread Show. I mean, the podcast is on YouTube. Tap into that. That's a great show, great podcast. Very opinionated, very real, very true. I check it out all the time. So, y'all can check that out if y'all want something, local, Beaumont owned, a podcast, you know what I'm saying? That's dope. That's up there with, the regular podcast all across the world. That's y'all can tap into that. So, but like I said, man, it's Saturday Night Live, man. You know what I'm saying? We just chilling on a Saturday, just drinking. You doing your thing, drinking, smoking, or whatever the case may be, and stuff like that. So, I had a few topics on my podcast page that I just post only on the podcast page. And some people they don't, they not in tune with the page and stuff. So I was like, yo, let's just bring it out to the live and let's just see what like a lot of people have to say about it. And one of the ones that I started talking about was, does a man have to pay all the bills to get the best of a woman? Because most of these questions that I was posting, the ladies was like, yeah, if he's paying all the bills. Like, I was like, damn, all the bills? Like, the man can be like, doing the best he can, working, grinding, taking care of you. You know what I'm saying? The average black man, like a homie hit me with a stat. The average black man, like 10% out there is only making a little bit over six figures out there. So, you know what I'm saying? Inflation is high and everything. So, dang, I mean, you're not going to help the man with a little bit. He has to pay all the bills to get the best of you. You know what I'm saying? He can't be like, hey, babe, I'm paying the rent, I'm paying the car note. Like, can you help me with the insurance or the phone bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, does he have to pay all that to get the best of you? Like, what what's the mindset? What do you think the mindset is right now, Cornbread? With the, you know what I'm saying?
The mindset is lost in a state of delusion
Mm,
because the problem is, let me say this first of all, this mindset has been going on for a long time. Back when I was young in
mm,
the 90s and I was dating young girls, and that was in the era of Meet the Parents, for anybody that knows.
mm-hmm,
Parents used to tell their daughters no romance without finance back then,
mm-hmm,
which is the same thing as today, it's just worded different. You know what I'm saying? So that same mindset existed back then. It's just more rampant now.
mm,
Where the delusion comes in at is you have a lot of females who are not in a position
mm-hmm,
to ask for what they're asking for. A lot of them are not in a position to ask for anything.
mm.
That's where the delusion comes in. That's
Yeah,
the problem because
that's
it used to be a time where average people had average mindsets and got average results. The problem today is you have too many people who are below average expecting high value results,
mm,
and it doesn't equate. It doesn't make sense. Even we could flip it. We could say the dude who he's not ugly, he's not the best looking, he just in the middle. He doesn't have a lot of money. Maybe he has a roof, maybe he has a car, but he doesn't qualify for the baddest woman in the room.
yeah,
And he's cool with that because he knows he's average.
yeah,
A
yeah,
lot of women can't handle the fact that they are average.
mm,
And when you tell them that, they lose it. That's
mm.
the state of delusion that's going on. Now, as far as all the bills being paid, I personally don't believe in that shit. I never subscribed to it. I never had to do it. And I ain't gonna do it now just because it's
I got,
popular.
yeah,
My advice to people is if you are single and you a man out here,
mm,
focus on yourself, get your money, save your money, preserve your energy, and don't take nothing out here serious because they're not taking you serious. All
mm.
they looking at you for as a paycheck. That's it. And
Yeah,
that's the truth.
yeah, shout out to my boy TP Sagi, man. He got that seasoning out there, man, straight from Beaumont. If y'all want some seasoning, if y'all tired of messing with Textroy, man, y'all want to get some black owned seasoning, shout out to the homie TP Sagi, but he said facts and stuff like that. My boy Terry on Wiggins, shout out to the homie, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard from homie in a minute, man. Tap in with your boy. He said, hell no, it's not the 70s. You know what I'm saying? It takes two.
Yeah,
It
it
does
takes
take
two.
it takes two. Let me okay, April say it's a desire. It would be cool, but she doesn't mind because I paid for everything now. And if he pays rent, I got utilities. Okay, April,
That's
that's
respect.
a teamwork mindset. I feel
Yeah.
you on that. Um you know, a lot of people I'm not gonna go to everybody comments and stuff like that. But yeah, because you know, I'm just gonna say this, you know, it depends on how the lifestyle, I mean, of the lifestyle you want to have. But let me put it like this: even making six figures, you know, what I'm saying, inflation's high, is still a struggle. Now, it does depend on your lifestyle and what you want to spend, but the mindset of some of these women, you know, what I'm saying, you could be making six figures and doing your thing. They want you to step it up. You know what I'm saying? If you're living in the hood, they want you to step it up. Step it up, babe. I know you're paying all the rent. I know you're doing your thing. You're making your money and all that, but step it up. We staying right here on Detroit Street. It had a murder right there. You know what I'm saying? And people robbing right there. I understand you paying all the bills. I understand you doing your thing. I understand you working 12 hours on the shift, but babe, we got to get up out of here. we got to move to the West End. We got to move to Sour Lake, to Port Natures, or whatever it is, which costs more money. You got to step it up. You paying all these bills. So if you hit her with, hey, babe, I know I'm paying these bills, so you going to assist me? You going to help it out? Oh, what? Oh, it's like that? I'm just saying, a lot of these females, they like to live that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You living in the hood, you staying in an apartment, but you paying all these bills, that might not be good enough. I'm just saying, hey, if you want me to step it up, you step it up too. Like my boy TP
Society
Sagi.
standards.
TP Sagi say they need to step it up and help. They need to step it up. So,
And then society tell them
shout
what to
out to the
do.
homie Willie. Shout out to the homie Willie. Now it's just Saturday Night Live, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the boy Bread on. I got the homie Brandy Yates. What's up, Brandy? You a little unfocused. You're a little unfocused. Might be the Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But shout out to you. What's
Yeah,
going
y'all
on?
been going out on my end too, so it's probably Wi-Fi.
Yeah. How you doing tonight?
I'm tired, but I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. We was talking about does a man have to pay all the bills to get the best of a woman? Brandy, what do you think? You being a woman.
Y'all saw my comment on your post. I told all the men run.
You
If
did
you
say
run,
run. She
if
said
you
run.
run across a woman that believe that and operate like that, please run.
She
She is
said,
not a teammate. She is not a helpmate. She gonna suck you dry.
mm, I feel that too. I mean, it was a point in time that, you know what I'm saying, me and wife was going 50-50 on the bills. You know, me being me, I wanted to do more. I wanted to provide a better lifestyle for myself and herself, So I stepped it up and I did, I was blessed and grateful to be in the position I am right now. But I'm not mad at no 50-50. I'm not sure unless I'm making 300,000, maybe I don't know. I have to be making a lot. But if I'm paying all the bills, hey, your money needs to go towards something that we have a goal for. Uh, I just don't want to be paying all the bills, and I'm just speaking from the heart. I don't want to be paying all the bills and you're spending your money on going out with your friends, having fun, doing girl trips and stuff like that. Now I'm not saying you can't do that, but your money needs to go. This is a team effort. Like you said, I don't want to get drained dry, Um, and have some sympathy for me. Have some sympathy and have some understanding that your man is out there busting his ass and doing what he has to do to provide this type of lifestyle that you're comfortable with having. Like, damn, think about your man.
Right. I
So
feel like I feel like that's something that you build up to though. You don't come in just doing that or offering that. If you get to a point where and y'all stable in y'all relationship enough to where you as the man say yes, I want to do this because we can afford to do that now, then
mm,
cool. But don't make that a requirement as if a man don't do it, he's not a real man.
mm-hmm.
That's not even like he says it's delusional. It's delusional and illusional. Like you living in a fucking fairy tale.
Yeah.
Live real life.
So okay, so you said run. That wasn't the typical female answer in that on that post that you posted.
For real.
So um what led you to say run? And I'm not saying you're married, I'm not saying you're in a relationship, but what if the man came to you and said, nah, babe, let me pay these bills. I got it, babe. Don't worry about that. How would you feel if that man hit you with that?
I wouldn't I wouldn't even go with that for the simple being that I feel like some men are in this traditional alpha type mindset of back in the days. And I feel like if he comes to me with that mindset, it's some type of control he's trying to gain over me. Not only that, I feel like what's going to lead behind that is I'm a type of woman, I work and I have my own brand I'm pushing. So I
You do.
feel like a man like that would try to tell me, I'm paying for everything, don't do nothing. But now you're going to try to take what I got going and either stop it or manipulate it because now, because you paying for everything, you're always working. Now you need me to be more at the house doing everything, or well, I don't want no more kids, but if we had, kids together, bringing kids, because I do got a son, bringing that into the relationship. Now you want me to tend more to them,
Mm,
and not really pursue my own goals, because now you can leave with, well, I pay all the bills,
yeah.
and that's unattractive to me.
Yeah. And like we say, inflation is high. Mortgage is going up, rent is going up, everything is
Food,
going up.
gas.
Gas is going up. So let me see what Brandy at. Brandy, okay, Brandy said if you're struggling, if you're struggling with one person paying bills, why wouldn't both step up to help? Y'all get it, y'all get into a better lifestyle and achieve goals. If
Hmm.
he can afford it and wants to do it, then that's okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if he can afford it and if he wants to do it, that's okay. But if you know that your man is struggling and he just had that pride thing, like I'm not finna tell babe, but you know he's struggling, help your man out. Don't kick him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey babe, the light bill ain't paid. You know, gas bill ain't paid, babe. What's up? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a team. It's a team effort at the end of the day, I think. So you know, uh yeah, Lakeisha, like she said, everything has gone up. And like if you disagree with what we saying, so you could just jump on and dial 409-233-0017. If you would, please, like, share the show. Um, Brandy, why don't you tell the people who you are and what you have going on and what's your platform? You know what I'm saying? People might be wondering though.
Yeah, well, I've been on before. So for those
For
who
sure.
missed that one, I am a certified life and relationship coach. My platform is Conquering Relationships LLC.
Mhm.
So that's on all platforms. You can go type that in and follow me there.
No
A
doubt.
little bit about me is I focus on relationships, intimate and platonic,
Mm,
mainly platonic, because I feel like if them platonics ain't together, your intimate is gonna be trash. So I
mm.
focus on accountability, and I focus on mindset change, unlearning to relearn, so we can become healthy in our relationships.
No doubt. That's what's up. But yeah, I just, the stuff that I've been posting, and I seen a lot of females talking about, yeah, if he's paying all the bills, like, damn, he can't be paying 3/4 of the bills. He can't be paying 90% of the bills to get the best of you. Sometimes, depending on your man, if you give him the best of you, that might motivate him. It might motivate him to go harder, or go for that raise, or that, to get promoted or something like that. That might push him, knowing that his girl, what I'm saying, is giving the best of her. So I guess you gotta figure out what kind of relationship you got. So I mean, if you got Pookie, what I'm saying, you might not want to give the best of you. But if you got a man that's out there trying and giving it his all, I think you should give, what I'm saying, his all, even if it's not paying all the bills and stuff like that. So
And
um
I would pose a question to the people who actually believe that's how it should be done. We in the world, especially to my color type people, how
mm,
do you ever reach financial freedom? How do you ever build a savings for your legacy, or be able to retire early, if you actually are operating off of one income in the generation that we live in now? Like, how do you ever reach that?
mm. Yeah, facts. I mean, you want to build generation wealth. You want to have, um I mean, what I'm saying, I think it's time for a lot of our people to get out of this poverty mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always said, why is the hood still a hood? Why is the hood still, majority black? Poverty is
Or
still majority black. And you drive in these neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, there's still crime ridden. Is just, it's like I say, it's poverty is just sad. You know what I'm saying? And we need to get out this mindset, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to start creating generational wealth. So I do believe like two incomes is better than one. And you need to have a goal. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to have that mindset. Well, my man pays all the bills. Okay, well, yeah, that's cool too. But also help your man and build towards something. I don't know if y'all want to buy some land together or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Save that money for some land, save that money for another house or a rent house, a real estate, whatever the case may be, but do it in a smart way. Yeah, he paying all the bills, but what are you doing as far as to try to increase y'all value as a couple together? So, I mean, we just talking. It's just Saturday
It's
Night
just
Live
talking.
and stuff like that. So,
We just talking.
uh, another thing. Let's switch the topic. I mean, we could talk about this all night, but let's switch the topic. This is more based on a female line. Does a female have to give the bare minimum before doing wifey things in a relationship? Now, what made me post this is, when you're in a relationship, females be doing wifey things, but they be like, some females be like, no, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that without a commitment. But do you think a female has to do these type of wifey things to let this man know, like, okay, she's a keeper, she's the one who I want to be committed to? So do you do you think she needs to do the wifey things, or do you think she needs to wait it out and do the bare minimum to see what type of man this is before she does these type of wifey duties? What you think, Brad?
Uh, well, we all know that a man can't get away with doing the bare minimum and become a husband. So I don't see why they should slide by with doing the bare minimum.
Mm,
You know, it's just being fair. We have to be logical. We
that's
have
true.
to put it in the right frame of context. You know,
That that is true.
those who do the bare minimum, usually that's grounds for termination.
Yeah, that's true. I think I had a comment on the boy Ken. He said something about if they like you, you don't have to do nothing. He says
Hey,
the
that's true
female
though. That's
he
facts.
say if she liking you, she digging you, you don't have to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So um yeah, I mean I think it just depends on what type of guys you look for. You know what I'm saying? If you go into the club and I'm not just saying the club, I'm just throwing out a situation or whatever. But if you go into a club and you meet the dude and y'all chop it up and you understand that he's not really working, but he has all these nice fancy things, materialistic things that you like, and he's shining and he's doing his thing. You need to understand that, as far as doing these wifey things, that might not work well for you because that might not be the guy that wants a type of wife. So I think you need to you know evaluate what kind of men that you date before you do these type of things. So yeah, I mean, it's a tricky situation, but it just depends on who you dating, and it depends on the mindset. I think first you need to understand who the person you're dating first. I mean, I think you need to fill them out, understand their mindset, talk about goals, talk about what they want in life, and I think you should go from there.
I'm a go as far as to even say this because this is what I noticed too with a lot of people. Just based off the questions I ask on my platform, the clients
Mhm.
that I have, I'm gonna go as far as to not even learn the person, but we need to break down what is a wifey duty. I
True.
think when you start there,
Yeah.
then this argument won't even exist
Hmm.
because you can't say wifey duty and then say bare minimum. Like those are two different things. I
Hmm.
can't give if I'm not going to give you a wifey duty, then you can't say that what I'm giving is bare minimum
Yeah.
because I'm
True.
not giving wifey duties. You know what I mean? So I feel like we need to even break it further down and try to understand well what's a wifey duty and what's just a woman's duty.
Yeah. True. And Brandy Harmon said, "What's the bare minimum?" So yeah, I mean, we can dive into these type of. We could dive into the question and break it down, like what's the bare minimum and what's wifey duties, but um, and somebody, and what we was discussing earlier, like with females giving it their all. Now, is that the wifey duty? Like, so I mean, yeah, we could break that down, but I think like the bare minimum is just like I guess just like not doing anything. Like y'all just going on dates and y'all just talking and that's just it. Before she starts inviting you over and cooking you dinner and you know, uh, bringing your lunch to work or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, to define a wifey duty, I think that's a topic itself. But um, I think it just depends on the person you're dating. I just think of the mindset, and I think communication and conversation, period, to understand that person who you're dating before you try to do any of these type of duties. You know, so I mean, if he's constantly hanging out with his homeboys and all that type of stuff, then I don't know if you should be doing wifey duties for a guy that's always hanging out with his partners and stuff like that. So I think you need to have that discussion and understand who you're dating before you try to do these type of duties and stuff like that. So, um,
So
TP
you know
significant.
what? With that too, I hit because I've asked that before on my platform. I've asked it about 3 or 4 times, and like literally, even women couldn't break it down. They couldn't even really tell the difference in it. But this what I a recent subject on this wifey duty stuff I posted. I said, y'all kill me with saying this. I'm not doing wifey duties for a man that ain't my husband, yada, yada, yada. But y'all sleeping around with every man that throws some money at you, buy you a bag, take you on a trip, or whatever.
Mm,
Sex is wifey duties though. So how do you say I'll do this wifey duty but not that wifey duty? You don't get
mm,
to choose. Either you gonna do it or you not.
yeah. Cornbread. You think the mindset, as far as a Southeast Texas female, do you think they're? Do you think they? Do you think they know what wifey duties are?
Um, I'm gonna
Because
say no. I'm gonna say no,
because
and I'm not disrespecting the people out here who are married, because I do know a lot of people who are married, and I'm not disrespecting y'all. But when I say that, I'm saying the mindset of the average woman that is
mm,
out here is not marriage material at all, because they think about self. They
mm,
put their selves first.
mm-hmm,
They only care about a man if he has money.
mm,
I'm sorry, but that is a major red flag to me. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, it makes me look outside this area for women to involve myself with. And
um,
that's my nice way of saying it, because I really could be brutally honest. But I'm gonna be cool and I'm gonna say no. They are not marriage. And they tell, I mean, for me, a lot of it is off observation. If I
mm,
go to a grocery store
mhm,
and I see a beautiful young black woman, but she is dressed like she's a stripper, or really not wearing too much of clothes, nothing to the imagination, you can see it all right then and there.
mhm,
I say to myself, is this who I'm supposed to fucking marry? Excuse my language.
mhm.
Am I supposed to put a ring on her finger and walk her down? Am I supposed to do this? No, I'm not. When I see that, I'm thinking jump off. I'm thinking have fun and leave. That's the truth. Okay, now let's flip it. Now, let's just say I'm outside and a young lady drives by, but she's playing hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit.
Yeah, hands
Am
on
I
my.
thinking this is a like-minded young lady, or am I thinking this is a prostitute?
Mm.
Which one am I thinking? Because what you listen to is important, because it's not
It ain't no
wrong
in
who you
between.
are and what you believe.
It ain't
Most
no in
people who
between.
listen to that, it's either one or two things. It's either you a prostitute or you a prostitute in training. Either way, I'm not taking that serious.
Hey, it ain't no in between.
There
You know
is
what
no in between. There's no such thing as being a halfway whore.
I'm
Either
saying?
you are or you ain't.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
is
yeah,
no
yeah,
there's no such thing as being halfway gangster. It's either
yeah.
you are or you not.
Mm-hmm. Just stay out the way.
But that's this new generation. See, this new generation is, halfway this, halfway that. It's a bunch of, you know what I want to say. I can't say it, but it's some suspect activities going on out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Uh, okay. So to reverse that question, somebody, a Facebook user, I don't know why I'd be doing that. Do you think men are husband material out there? I think it's. I mean, hey, I can't speak for all men. I just say maybe it's 50-50.
I say it's 50-50 because you see the dudes who assess what I assess and say, "Oh man, I'm not signing up for that shit." You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
they all turned off. But then you got some dudes who still believe. Some of these dudes are my friends, and we talk about this a lot. Hey,
mhm,
their objective is to find that woman, marry her, and have some kids. I hope they find it. You know
mhm,
what I'm saying? Because Beaumont, Beaumont been a lost cause for years.
mm.
Good luck. Good luck.
Amy Guidry said there's a lot of good women out here.
It is. Well, AG is
AG.
is an example of a good woman out here. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? I could say that, but I can't
Yes.
speak. You know that unfortunately, the whole city is not a reflection of that.
Mm,
We all know this to be true. We all know it. I just was talking with a friend earlier. He goes out like every night, like he's a rap star, and
mhm,
he sees the same thing I'm telling him. Hey man, don't take nothing serious out here. You better have you some fun. Keep you a rubber. Have you some fun. Go home.
mhm.
That's it.
Um, I mean, hey, that's why I have Bread on the show because he voices his opinion. A lot of people, some people are
A lot
agreeing.
of people, I see the comments about the music, but see,
You
this
see,
is the thing. A lot of people live according to the music that they listen to.
mm,
That's why it stings. That's why it hurts. That's why it burns when I say that.
mm,
Because if it wasn't like that, then I wouldn't have no ground to stand on when I say that. But I
Facts.
know what I see when I walk outside my door. I see Lil Megan's, Lil Cardi B's, Lil City Girls.
Right. And that's what,
mm,
just to chime in on that. And I was just gonna let you take the floor. I wasn't even gonna say nothing. But people say that, but you don't realize what you put in your mind and your psyche, that's what you start to become if you put more of that in there. So when people say, oh, it's just entertainment, it's just for fun, no, it's not. And if you believe that, then you got a lot more work to do on yourself and on your mindset, because what you feed into your spirit is what's going to come out. You focus more
mm,
on them reality drama TV shows, you as a woman, you're going to start acting like that when a man hurt your feelings. So it's
mm,
not just entertainment. Yes, partially. But if you put more of that into yourself, other more than positivity or more than anything that gives you some type of personal growth, you're going to become that.
yeah,
So I can agree with you on that. Like, and we got to stop lying to ourselves saying that. It's exactly what you said. Like when we fit that description, we start to, instead of hearing what you're saying and understanding what you're saying, we jump on defense mode.
yeah, yeah. AG, Amy G. I don't know if you're talking about me, but I'm drinking a little Tito's, a little blueberry lemonade, and a little razzle dazzle up in there. If you're talking about me, but cornbread, somebody said, do you think you're husband material?
So do I think I'm husband material?
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen for me long as I live in Beaumont, Texas. And I'm fine with that because I've created my own happiness.
Mm,
So I don't have to be husband material. I'll let y'all have that.
okay, okay. Facts. Somebody said facts in here. TB Sagi, he's doing his thing. Shout out to the homie TB for doing this thing. Stacy Lewis, what it do? Miss Bobby said she definitely can agree. I try to keep that away from my kids. I'm not trying to raise no Megan, City Girls, or Cardi, etc. Um,
Mhm.
uh, somebody's drink. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Amy G was talking about. Don't give up on love, bread. That's what Amy G said. Don't give up. Don't give up on love. Bread is still some
Beaumont
love out
fucked
there,
it up,
bread.
man. Beaumont, I'm sorry, excuse my language. I'm very abrasive tonight, but Beaumont has really screwed it up. The things that I've seen out here, listen, it's only gonna take God. God Himself is gonna have to come down and fix this situation because there's nothing that a man, not me or any other man living
Mm.
in Beaumont, can do about it, and that's the truth.
Mm. Uh, let's go ahead. I mean, a lot of people saying why does Beaumont play a factor? I think we talked about that before.
Well, Beaumont has a certain mindset,
Okay.
Uh,
and it's really a negative crab in the bucket type mindset, and it's a bad mindset when you add the dating market to it, because that all this delusion and all these over the top expectations from average people, and you have the no good men and the no good women and all of that mixed up in one big gumbo pot, and you got hell on wheels.
mm.
And that's what it is. It's literally hell on wheels. There ain't
Yeah.
no other place like this in the world. you
So
know,
you're not listening to Amy G with the "Don't Give Up on Love."
oh man, it's hard, man. It's hard, man. But my love has been destroyed.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Cornbread,
So,
don't you, what's the album, man? I've been drinking. What's the album again that you working on?
Ladies Room, the album.
The Ladies Room. So
Yeah.
what's the Ladies Room album gonna be about?
Well, that's about, what I'm saying, the ladies. That's a project that I made for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? But I'll
Okay.
be honest with you. I had to
Okay.
be in the mood to make it. And it took some time to make it, because within the years that it took me to
Mm,
put it together, I had suffered a lot of hardships. I had a lot of loss. I lost a lot of people in my family. And,
yes.
when you talk about loss, and the way I deal with it, I probably deal with it the roughest way of all, but
Mm,
that's the way I deal with it. But now when you have a loss, it's hard to get your mind in the set of, I need to make this record, because really Ladies Room is mood music.
mm,
I have to be in a certain mood to create it. If I'm
hmm.
not in that mood, I'm not gonna create it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But if I am in that mood, that music gonna come out 100 times better, because I was in that mood. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And what happened was, shit, I captured the best of those moods. I mixed it up with there's the conservative nice stuff, there's the
Mhm.
ratchet ghetto gutter stuff, and then there's the grown and sexy. And you
Yeah.
you you appealing to all women in one shot. Nobody's left out. Nobody feels alienated. Nobody feels like they're not being addressed or spoken to. And you
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying? I'm gonna let the
Um,
public be the judge.
Shout out to my homegirl, Sweater Girl. You know what I'm saying? Rena Negro, Negro, aka Sweater Girl. She said she moved to Houston, but it's even worse out there. So hey,
I hate to hear that, because I lived in Houston for 14 years, and I had so much fun out there. And
yeah, for
it's
sure.
wide, but Houston is wide open. It's a big place, and
Mm-hmm.
so many different people. It's not just the people from Houston. You can meet
Mm-hmm.
people in Houston who from
Who's
other places. You can
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
introduce to other
That's that's
cultures.
that, that's one reason why I like to go. I mean, you could go anywhere and feel this. I'm just speaking for me, but when I go to Austin, that's why I go to Austin, because the vibe different. You know what I'm saying? They people always say like Austin is California. A lot of people from California moving to Austin and stuff like that, but I think the vibe is different. When I go out there, it's not. It don't really feel like Texas. I mean a lot of people from everywhere. I met a dude from New York or New Jersey or something or whatever. And we was just talking up and we had a good conversation, but the vibe is different and stuff like that. But I think I had the next topic. The next topic is really catered to the youth. So I mean, it's more on the next generation. What advice would you give the younger generation when it comes to dating? You know what I'm saying? That 18, that 19, that 20-year old that's getting out of there, that's straight out of high school, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's finna start experiencing a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? What advice would you give this generation
Yeah,
that's doing anything right
I'm kind of scared for them, because it's bad for them right now.
now?
It's like it is it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like for those at that age, and they're dating, and it's so much that comes along with dating these days. And my advice would be, man, live your life, go have fun. You know what I'm saying? Try not to be too serious too soon, because
Yep.
and live it. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Live, enjoy
True.
yourself, have some fun. You know,
I
don't
like
try
that
to be
part.
too serious too fast. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
true.
saying? You have time to, if you 18 or 19 now,
Mm,
you'll have time to get serious by the time you 24, 25.
mm.
Have you some fun. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so serious, especially if you're in a place like Beaumont. My suggestion is move out,
He said, especially
go
move out.
somewhere else and see the world or travel, you know, or if you're going to college, go there, extend
Yep.
your education, you know what I'm saying, and have some fun while you're out there.
Facts, no doubt. Shout out to the homie Chris Cruz. Hit me up when I'm off the show, man, so we can tap in and have that conversation. Um, but so okay, so what do you think as far as the advice you would give them, Brandy?
I definitely believe have fun. Don't get into nothing serious because at that moment you're still finding yourself. So don't confuse lust with love.
I
And I
talked
do
about
want to
that too.
say with the fun part, because we are in a different type of generation. So with the part, I would say do not mistake fun for being promiscuous.
Okay.
You can have fun without sleeping around with everybody that give you attention.
True that. True. True. True.
You don't want you. A lot of stuff I
Yeah.
seen our generation do is the fun that they had created a lot of babies with people they don't want to be with,
Mm.
a lot of headaches, a lot of drama. So now when you in your late 30s, 40s or whatever trying to settle down, now you got all this baggage that you bring into a situation, and then you got constant baggage because you ain't fixed the old baggage.
Yep.
So I do want them to understand you can have fun, live your life, find yourself without being promiscuous.
Yeah. I want to piggyback off what y'all was saying too. Also, um, I also think like you say, take care of your business first. Whatever your goals was when you was in high school, when you was about to get out, go knock those goals off. Go get yourself established, travel, meet people, and then when you're ready for a relationship, that time will come. But don't get out of high school and don't, like you said, don't start talking about talking to people and get uh love confused with people that's just caring about you, and then you get pregnant, and then you know now you got to take care of a baby. Now you're pushing those goals in college and whatever that was to the side, and you got to start over, and it's just harder like that. So I would say take your time, travel, knock your goals off, and then that time will come, because
Yeah,
like we were saying, you young, you 26, 27, 28, 29. You don't want to be tied down to guys or females that you met when you was in your your late teens and early 20s, that the first couple months was fine, and then later on in life and these situations happen, you figure out that I can't believe that's my baby daddy or that's my baby mama and
right,
stuff like that.
right.
So,
Yeah,
just think
you gotta
about things. Yeah.
yeah find yourself outside of another person. I feel like we so oh I want to be loved so bad to where you finding your identity or you pushing your identity into another person. Find yourself outside of them.
Yep.
You know.
Uh, and a lot of people saying, uh, and I was looking at something else. Roger was saying, keep God centered in your life. I mean, yeah, that's true too. That's true too. Amy G, luckily had the opportunity to travel the world at an early age. Shout out to Amy G.
Shout
Salute
out
the
to
troops. She did her thing, you know what I'm saying, protecting United States of America, doing her thing and stuff like that. Monique, shout out to Monique. Hey, figure yourself out and what your deal breakers are before entertaining into a serious relationship. Until then, keep your options open safely. Facts. 100. Uh, let's move on to another topic, man. As far as that was the advice that we would give the younger generation, because, like you said, it's tough out there, man. Um, and I would say, to before we end that topic, man, have safe sex, man, because kids right now is expensive.
Very.
Um, and like I said, you can still handle your goal. You can still accomplish your goals and do everything you want in life, but that kid is gonna push you back because now you have somebody else that you have to, provide for and make money for. So some things you might have to push to the back, like going to the military or going to college, because now you got to find daycare and this and that, and the baby daddy and the baby mama not trying to do all this and that. So it can lead to a whole bunch of problems. So hey, practice safe sex out there.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
ain't
gonna say.
even just the kids though. Like with sex, especially with women, you got all them ties, them emotional and mental ties that come behind that.
Mm,
So you gotta be ready for, hey, I just thought we was having sex, but you thought we was in a relationship. Like you gotta deal with
mhm.
all of that type stuff.
True.
So,
Yep. I mean, that's when the communication plays a part. Uh, So let's get to the. I mean, we're talking about kids, man. Let me picking back out for that. So, um, are you comfortable? And this is hypothetically, if you have kids or don't have kids, people out there, are you comfortable in letting your kids get disciplined by someone other than their mom and dad? And I said mom and dad, but I didn't want to type a long question. So anybody, what I'm saying, not family. So, are you okay? Because a lot of people used to be like, "Yo, I used to get beat by the neighbor. I used to get whoopings by the neighbor down the street. If I was doing something bad, which that doesn't happen in today's time.
Right.
But I mean, if your kids out there wilding out, are you okay with them getting disciplined physically or mentally by somebody other than people you know? Let's just put it like that.
I'm not cool with it, but I know some parents, you know what I'm saying? I had to talk with some parents recently and they told me if I see their kids wilding out somewhere to, address it accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I would place my hands on somebody else's child simply because I don't want nobody doing that to mine,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just respect. But now, I wish some of those old mottos still exist because kids wouldn't be as bad as they are today if some of those old mottos still exist today. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I remember those days of, you can be down the street and thinking nobody watching you the whole time, somebody watching you, and they go tell your people, and by the time you get home, belts out, you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
and you on the frying pan, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So, but and we thought that it was a bad thing back then, but then we grew up and we realized, damn, the people that raised us was really trying to teach us something,
Mm-hmm.
and it taught us to be better, which is why some of us are better off now. And then we see the ones who didn't grow up like that, and we see how bad they are now.
Yeah.
So
True.
huh, it's a
Uh,
slippery slope.
uh, you know, it's a little bit different with me, man. Like okay, so I have a daughter, so I don't want nobody putting their hands on my daughter, but me as far as discipline wise, physically, I don't want nobody disciplining my daughter. Now, uh, if she's out of line, yeah, please, try to get her in line or whatever. And please let me know. And I think as far as how my kids are, I mean, just call me. Just if my son is out of line, all you gotta do is call me, and that's enough. But I mean, if they're out there wilding out and do something, please stop them first. I'm not saying, hey, let them wild out and then call me. If they're wilding out, please let them know. But I mean, times is different now. They're not paddling no more in school. They took that away. Um, and a lot of parents, they really don't discipline their kids, to be honest with you. So, I mean, this is a tricky question because a lot of parents don't discipline their kids at all. They out there wilding out and they out there acting ass in school, and the teachers is calling, and all the kid got to do is be like, "Hey, I was just defending myself." And then now the mom or the dad is saying, "Hey, my kid was defending themselves," you know. So that's how it is. But back in the days, we couldn't make that excuse. If you was in trouble, you was just in trouble. Your parents wasn't trying to hear uh you was defending yourself. They wasn't hearing that at all. You couldn't make that excuse. Uh, they was picking on me, so I hit them and stuff like that. Nah, you was gonna get disciplined first, and then we're gonna hear what happened and stuff. But not, it's the opposite nowadays. So I mean, a lot of parents out there, they don't want their kids talk to or discipline at all, other than by them. So I mean, mentally or physically. So I mean, it's just up in the air.
Yeah, man. Slippery slope. Very slippery.
Amy G said it takes a village, and she was talking about no physical discipline. She agrees with that. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, especially with a girl. A girl is a little bit different. I personally don't agree with nobody putting hands on somebody else's daughter. I think you need to talk to that father or that mother before you do that. And I'm just being biased because I have a daughter, and as a man, I don't want nobody spanking my daughter other than me. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, I mean, that's just how I feel on that. I mean, now her grandparents and stuff like that, if she's acting out, but I don't think my daughters that will be acting out like that. But grandparents, as far as my mom and dad, yes, I will respect that. I'm cool with that. Um, but other than that, nah, I'm not letting nobody else discipline my kids like that. So, um, and I think Amy G agrees with that. So last question, because this Saturday Night Live, you know what I'm saying? This is, I mean, I posted it and Cornbread responded, and I was like, let's rock out, you know what I'm saying? Because me and Brad ain't did the show in a minute. And you know what I'm saying, I like having conversations with Cornbread because I mean he gives us all, he gives it's 100. It's not no saturated type shit. Oh, excuse my language, my mom be watching this, but it's not saturated, it's just 100% raw. It's gonna be organic and stuff like that. So we're gonna lighten the conversation a little bit. This is the last topic. So this is a little hypothetically, Brad. Now, cheat on your girlfriend, and if it's a female, cheat on your boyfriend, or snitch on your best friend and give him life. Brad, what you doing? You cheating on your girlfriend, or you snitching on your day one A1 partner and giving them life? What I mean, what you doing with that?
Oh man. Shit. I'm,
and
you know,
and you in love,
I'm a
and
when
you in
I'm
love,
to
and you
be
in
honest
love
with
with them.
to be honest with you, I'm a one woman type of man.
Okay.
And
I know where you going at with this.
and if you do know me from way, way, way back,
Okay.
you do know that talking to the authorities is not in my wheelhouse. So
Mm.
I can't, you know what I mean? I would rather cheat
TP say that's
than
easy.
to sit down and give up information to the authorities. But I'm a one woman man. Trio.
Boy had to let that. He had to let that know right there. He had to. He had to
Saying,
let. Hey, Brandy, you back? We was on the last. We on the last question and stuff like that. So,
I sure was like, I'ma just gonna leave. Dang on Spectrum.
so, Brad, you saying that you're cheating and you're not gonna snitch on the homie,
yeah, man, I can't
and it's your
I
and
still live by that old code from the 90s.
yeah, for sure.
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
once that's in you, that'll never leave, you know.
And life. I mean, you snitch on a homie, and then 6 months later, you and old girl then broke up. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna have to agree with you with that. I'm cheating on I'm cheating on my gal. I'm not finna snitch on the homie. I'm not finna give him life. Not the day one, not the A1. Um, and that's just how it is. I mean, like you said, man, growing up in the 90s, 80s baby, uh, it's just I just can't do it. I can't live with I wouldn't be able to live with myself, just me. And so Brandon, what do you think? You in love with this guy, but your homegirl, you know what I'm saying, you snitch on her and you give her life. I mean, You go side with the boyfriend that you're in love with, you gonna stay strong with him, are you gonna give your homegirl life in jail and be like, well, you shouldn't have did it? Well, I mean, what do you think about that?
Who asked this question? Why we gotta do that one?
It's the last question. I just wanted to lighten the load a little bit.
Nah, man.
You
Mm-mm.
snitching.
I need some examples. I can't just say one way or the other.
Ready? Oh, you wavering. You wavering. I,
Yeah.
I think you snitching. If you snitching, you snitching. That's what's
Hey,
up.
I don't believe in the cheating thing, but I don't believe in the snitching. It depends. What is snitching though? That's what I'm saying. Because if you did it, I ain't lying for you. Now that's different.
Well, I mean, and we could break down all type of hypotheticals and stuff like that. But if police came to you and said, "We think your best friend said they did something," and then the police come like the next day and say, "Hey, we got evidence that your best friend did something. We just need you to verify this that they did it." You know, like I don't know what it may be, but it can give them life. It can give them a long time in jail. Your best friend, your day one, your A1, you grew up with.
And I'm just gonna say, according to the person that I know, no. And they could have did it, but according to the person that I know, no, they didn't. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Ain't no snitching coming out. Ain't none of that. I plead the fifth.
But if you in love, you're not giving up that love, right? That's what you're saying. You're not giving up. I got a feeling you're not giving up that love.
Nah, for what? No, for real, for what?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Now, I mean, you could break it down to all kind of things. Now, not wifey or husband, that's a little bit different. And then we gotta acknowledge what
Nah, not to me. I don't think it's different.
Oh, you don't think it's different as
Nah,
far as the girlfriend stage and the wifey or the husband and the boyfriend?
nah.
No matter how long y'all been talking.
I
Okay.
mean, we boyfriend and girlfriend. We got some time in this thing. We ain't fresh because I don't jump into nothing fresh just off no few months and of liking each other. So
Mm,
we got some pressure in this thing. If we girlfriend and boyfriend,
okay. So let's just switch it a little bit. So as far as a guy getting with you, how many months is comfortably how many months are you comfortable in saying like, okay, we go together? It has to be longer than 6 months, has to be a year for you to officially say, yeah, we go together. We're a
I don't
couple.
have a. I don't like the number thing because I don't
Mm,
like the. I feel like when you got a number, you try to force somebody to fit into that number.
okay.
But definitely it nothing before 6 months for sure. Like I don't
Six
even
months.
know you. I don't think you even know a person within 1 year. So I definitely wouldn't.
I always say 6 months is like a honeymoon stage.
Yeah, it's too soon. Like
You don't even have an argument in 6 months. You still like staying up late or whatever. I don't know if people still do that or whatever, but you still like, hey, baby, tired? Okay, y'all still chop it up, or y'all still texting or whatever the case may be. But
it's too
six
soon.
months is yeah, 6 months is definitely a honeymoon stage. Um, I don't think I think you can like somebody a lot in 6 months, but I don't think you can really love somebody because, like you say, you really truly don't know them. I really think you don't truly know a person until y'all first argument, though.
Yeah,
Your first
but
argument
that
is,
can happen before 6 months too, though. So
I
I
mean,
don't.
yeah,
I don't.
it can.
Yeah, I don't even think you know a person fully within 1 year. So
Mm.
anything before a year, I nah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people make that mistake too. They fall in love ASAP, and then they're still knowing the person. I think when you love somebody, I think you already pretty truly you know that person already. I'm not gonna say like 100%, but you know a lot of that person before you can say I love them. Now like is
You
different.
you would think so, but nah. Some people fall in love with everybody way too fast.
I seen a show. I think it was Catfish, and the dude fell in love with a chick, and they was just on some. It was some new stuff, some animation or cartoon. Some they'll go into a a, a chat room where it's just cartoon character, what anime or whatever it is, and
What
he just
you
fell in
say,
love with a chick off
anime?
of that. Not anime. I forgot what it is. When you have
The
your
anime
avatar.
things.
It was an avatar or something, and he just fell in love with the chick, and he ended up getting catfished or whatever. So, I mean, it's crazy out there, man. So, but yeah, I just this was a Saturday Night Live show. I was just chilling. I was sipping. Um, I wasn't doing nothing or whatever, so I made the post. And y'all was the two main ones that responded because I understand that because y'all got platforms y'all self and platforms that are definitely respecting y'all put a lot of work in. And I want to appreciate both of y'all for coming on y'all Saturday
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever. But so Brad, what you finna do for the rest of the night, man? What you got going on for the rest of the night? What's your plans?
I'm finna work on this docu series that's
Mm-hmm.
called Breademic, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna
Bread
smoke
Dimmick.
and I'm gonna take over the world. You know what I mean?
That's the plan. That's the goal, man.
I might get on Clubhouse and argue with some people about what
Okay.
hip hop is and what hip hop is not.
For
Maybe.
sure, for sure, for sure. And we supposed to talk about a little music, but we gonna set something up where we do it like a show just about music, man. Just strictly music. Top five. Who put out the trash album right so far? Who put out the best album so far? And we go set that up as far as uh a show on that. I'm talking about ASAP. I'm talking about ASAP.
Yeah, man,
Um.
let's do that.
So Brandy, what you working on? What not what you working on, but what are you doing for the rest of the night or the weekend?
I am finna finish up finalizing my relationship workbook so it
Hmm.
can be ready for publishing,
Mm-hmm.
and then just relax
When
rest
it,
of the
when
weekend.
when is when are you? What's the estimated date on that?
I'm pushing for September.
Okay, and people will be able to find it where?
Well, it'll be on Amazon for starters. I
Okay,
am going to over time push it to other platforms, but starting off, it'll be on Amazon.
okay,
So if y'all follow my page, you'll be seeing the highlights, the posts, the links. You'll be seeing all of that once it drops.
okay. And like I said earlier in the show, shout out to the homie TP Sagi. He has Golden Triangle Water Sports. Y'all tap into that, you know what I'm saying? So y'all check him out. But I appreciate both of y'all for coming on y'all Saturday
All right.
and giving a little time, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Brett, I'm gonna get
All
with
right.
you. Brandy, I'll get with you, and y'all have a great day.
All right. Y'all do the
Thank
same. So, see y'all
All
later.
right, 100.
you.
All right, man. So that was a little, that was like a spur of the moment show, man. I had some things I had to do Friday, so I couldn't do a show yesterday, last night, or whatever. But next week I'm doing this show. The rules and the responsibilities of a relationship part two with the homie Kendrick Smith and the homegirl Renee. I mean Erica, Renee. We did a part one a couple weeks ago, and that was a dope show. That's like a 2 hour show. So I might replay that show tomorrow so y'all can tap into what we was talking about. But next Friday, yeah, we're gonna be talking about the rules and the responsibilities. I mean, not the rules, but the roles and the responsibilities of a relationship. So that's gonna be a dope show. We're gonna have some dope topics to talk about, man. And like I said, man, I appreciate everybody for liking, sharing, and commenting on the show. So hey, y'all have a great weekend, man. Y'all have a great Saturday, man. I'm finna get out of here, man. I'm finna chill. I'm finna sip. I'm finna have a great time. And research some more stuff, man. So y'all be blessed, man. Y'all be positive, y'all be safe, and always try to achieve your goals and do what you got to do, and never let the opinions of others affect what you got to do out there, man. Because most of these people out here, they're scared to achieve and go after their goals because of the opinions of others. So don't let that negativity affect what you got going on, man. Do what you got to do, So um we finna get on out of here, man. I'm finna chill. I appreciate Cornbread. I appreciate the homegirl Brandy for tapping in on the show and commenting and doing anything. And I'm finna get out of here, man. Um, like I say, stay safe, stay